So, next part of our playthrough. And we're gonna go to the garage. And I'm gonna get a car that we recently got. Honda race car. Get some nice horsepower. And I think it fits well with the series we're about to do. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy some tires. Let's buy the slicks. I'm also going to buy super slicks, but not install them. In terms of upgrades, I don't think we really need to upgrade. Good. Slap on 1100 horsepower, holy crap. You know, just for fun, we could buy this. Yeah, it's not 690 horsepower. I don't think we can buy new brakes. No, this is Zonda things. I think we already get a transmission. You know, let's buy stage 1, but not install it, in case we need it. I don't think we will, though. We're gonna go to Amateur League. It's been a long time since we've hopped into Amateur League. We're gonna go all the way to the end. The Dream Kart Championship. It's the very last championship. And, yeah, needs an IA license. That's what we'll be doing to cap off Amateur League. The 7 race championship, so a little bit shorter than the other championships, but it should be interesting. I think the Zonda will fit well, especially like considering in GT5 this was a good car in Dream Car Championship. Test curse. Hopefully, yeah, that upgrade is good enough for our top speed. Yeah, you know, we have some LM race cars, and I think the Zonda fits perfectly because this is also a fictional race car. Yeah, driving this thing without driving aids is... already did our license. Yeah, we're at 651 horsepower. Let's just stick with that and see how good that holds up. Who knows, it might be even overkill. Yeah, the timing car is here because it's like a supercar. It's not really a race car. Oh, did I forget to change tires? Oh well, it's 5 laps, so hopefully this holds up. Hopefully the audio is okay, because I did have to actually bump it up for the speedrunning stream, so let me know if it's too loud. Hey Aaron, there's a raid. Rotato. Trying to save tires, but also like see where I can make up time. The car is a little tricky to drive without aids. So like oversteer and then wheel spin at low gears. And the brakes are always a thing with the Zonda. So the RX-7 is actually the fastest car here. Go for a pass. That was pretty bad on my tires, but whatever, we made it work. It is not a dream speed run. The reason it's called the Dream Car Championship is because it's your dream cars, you know, these road race cars. And all these cars are kind of fictional. I mean, there are real-life RX-7 race cars, Impreza race cars, etc. Ones in this game are just made up by Polyphony. Sometimes they're based on real liveries, and sometimes they're just made up. But they're pretty cool. You could absolutely drift in GT3. Pretty much still GT8. Wow, you're even calling it GT8. GT Sport's a numbered entry, guys. It's actually 2 months because it comes out March 4th. We are less than 2 months away from GT7. You know what, actually I think we did install the slicks, so I don't have to worry about tires that much. I didn't leave the mediums out. I installed it in the tuning zone. I can push the tires a bit more. Considering we're at half distance and the tires are looking just fine, I can push a bit more. Also, this car is pretty fast without the upgrades. Yeah, good thing we didn't install that stage one. I thought we might need it for test cars, but we'll see. 7070 would have been overkill for this series. Altezza is pitting after 3 laps. And the S2000, wow. They did not have good tire selections. Then I would push and then I just don't push. There you go. Hey Game 6, that sucks about COVID. But yeah, Omicron's kind of messing everybody's area up. Messed up mine for sure. I think Florida has like around 60,000 cases a day, which is like unbelievable. I'm done in Florida. I think Illinois is also somewhere in the 10,000 range. I'm probably wrong on that though. Making a mistake, we are actually still in the 109 range for lap time. The RX-7 pitted as well. Everybody just pit because they have softer tires. No, because Amikaira has stayed out. But we could have pitted and still been out ahead. Just from this gap we've pulled. Fastest lap, and you kind of blasted that race. But I didn't expect everybody to pit. Those are standings. RX-7 is actually going to be 4th unless he can pass for 3rd. Interesting. Yeah, Volkswagen is interested, specifically Porsche, Audi, have been rumored to join the grid. So standings after a 30-second gap, the ZZ2 will be in 2nd. I still think it was fine picking the Zonda though, because I don't have any other LM race cars. I think maybe for professional we could buy the Diablo. That would be a cool idea. Have the Diablo on memory card. The Laguna Seca. Should we stick with the setup or should we slap on the mediums? I think we'll stick with the slicks. Make it a bit straightforward. Have you ever seen a Supra drive in my neighborhood? In my like exact neighborhood where I live? No, but I've been to plenty of car shows where there were Supras there. So like in my area, yeah, there's plenty of Supras around, but in my neighborhood, like where I live, no. Someone has the Camaro ZL1 1LE, and then there's some people who have like some old muscle cars. But yeah, the nicest slash most expensive thing is a 1LE. Like speed-wise, we're pretty much there with the other race cars, but just amateur league. Now I don't know if there's rubber banding in this series. We're slightly faster than the LM race cars. Bonk. Yeah, I see new Supras pretty often though. I've even seen the old Mark IV Supras at car shows plenty of times. I think I've only seen like a handful on the road before though. Okay. Thanks, slow gear. Or rather a high gear. I still think the Zonda sounds V12-like. I can see where you think it sounds like a Viper sort of. Especially in the lower gears. And you know, that might be a trick Polyphony did, was just tone down the Viper sound. But I think it still sounds like a good V12. Sounds great. In a time where Gran Turismo sounds weren't the most accurate, they were still good. That does sound like a vacuum cleaner though, from the bumper cam. Clean pass on the RX-7. In terms of straight line, we are pretty much matching the speed for the RX-7. You're not using automatic, you're using manual if you could read. Like, why can't I just bump into the 6 gears? Just randomly. I have been using manual since the entire playthrough. Yeah, we're playing on a real PS2. Luckman. Using a DualShock 2. Component cable. From my old Elgato, because the old Elgato is the only thing that still has an AV, or rather a composite component output option. So that's why it's 30 frames per second instead of 60. Even though this game plays in 60. No Squid Games. It's Squid Games though, with the exclamation points. Squidward Gaming. Nobody pitted after 3 laps here. don't know, I would have thought Laguna Seca kind of kills tires. Oh, I jinxed it. The RX-7's pitting. I think that's just gonna hamper the RX-7 the entire series by just pitting too early. Everyone is coming to the pits. Jeez. Depth. Looks like Tommy Kyra back there is not pitting. Looks like the RX-7's leaving the pits. I'm just watching the bottom and to see who comes out ahead. We're gonna be like right there. I think Tommy Kyra is gonna be like neck and neck. Looks like the RX-7 actually stayed ahead. He's on fresh tires now. I guess Laguna Seca has kind of a short pit stop. Kind of going inside. Anyway, race 2. Easy dub. What's up, Gary? She's V12. Zam. So, another pain for the S2000. ZC2 made it out big there. Stealing P3 after he was like 5th. Just making his tires last. So I think we're actually going to switch to the mediums, I think, just to give ourselves some extra spice. Yep. What's up, money? No, give me a sec. It's not really a good thumbnail shot. What's next? Group 5. Yeah, let's do the mediums here, just for fun. Plus, it'd actually be a little bit faster. Control the wheel spins. That corner is definitely a lot easier. We take 3 wide, not quite. On the outside. Car's definitely burning a bit faster though. Down the inside. We're making quick work with the field. It's a faster tire, it's faster. He broke during the flat out part? Okay. There are no wet tires in this game. You just use slicks on a wet surface. It's like nothing. You just skid along. The only wet races are in rally and in arcade mode, I guess. Rain has always been weird in Gran Turismo until the PS3 era. But then they made it weird again in GT Sport. So hopefully in 7 it's like dynamic weather or whatever. We can actually get like variable rain races and stuff. That'd be cool. Is Sony's car like going in GT7? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Those fronts are burning up quickly. I think we'll pit at the end of lap 3. Yeah, where's the Nike car? Get ready for everybody to use that joke all throughout the year. Is actually leading the pack here. I know he's going to pit. The tires are yellow. I could actually drag this out to 4 laps, but then cold tires in the last lap. Then again, a gap. I think over whole lap I could still stretch this out. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, this Honda race car is pretty fun. Interesting car to drive. Need to be careful with the throttle. You can oversteer easily. Without assist, it's pretty fun. One car pitting. I'll test that like that. So who's in the other group with the RX-7 right now? I could actually push these tires one more lap, but I'm not going to, because I want to see who is fast like the RX-7. The thing about this track is it has a really long pit straight. See, our last lap with the yellow tires was pretty fast. Let's pit. At least it goes sort of fast and pits. Let's see, 23 seconds, we have a gap. Oh man, this pit straight's long. Hopefully either the other group pits or we can come out ahead. I think we're going to come out ahead regardless though. I think the RX-7 just pitted. So did the second place guy. It was an S2000, so we're fine. Now we can push these tires like that. It's the pod race secondary straight. We don't talk about pod here. I do have the game that has the Toyota pod though. I haven't driven it though. I was hoping that we would finish this game and then play the concept games before GT7 came out. Because those games can be done in like 1 or 2 streams. I don't know, GT3 is taking us a while. We're in the last leg of the game, pretty much. We're about 25%, but there's a lot of driving to do. We still have to tackle the endurance series, which I can't do more than 1 or 2 at a time, really. Anyway, ZD2 is the second. We take a win. Pretty dominant win, even with the pits. FTO. The RX-7 is actually 5th. So that's going to hurt its points tally. I think the Z2 is going to run away in 2nd place. So anyway. That makes it 30 points? Yeah. Cool. getting some good money. The Tuscan race paid out a lot better. I forget which one's test scores, but we're just rolling with it. I think it might be race 5. Yeah, so here's Apricot Hill. This is a tire killer. It's only 5 laps though. So I think I'm going to stick with the mediums then. Because it looks like we can outrun the ZC2 and pit in the other field pits. They really breaking into the first part of the first turn. What is that, turn 1 technically? Why did I try to take that turn 4 speeds? It's going so slow here. Is it because of the rubber band or is it because of my tires? Yeah, that turn's a tire killer. Yeah, the Zonda's a lot faster. I knew it would be faster than most of these cars, but I thought it'd be more close. Although to be fair, in a straight line we do match the field, but this is just kind of a limitation of the AI, I guess. Like in Laguna Seca, we were matching the RX-7 in a straight line pretty much. I wonder how test course is going to go. I never tested this thing's top speed. See it early. Yeah, we do have the stage 1 upgrade that I was going to throw on. And then like up the gear ratio. 800 horsepower should be pretty good. All of a sudden the Altezza is faster than everything else now. Maybe it's just this giant wing has a lot of downforce. Also, these races are going faster than I thought. I thought everything was 7 laps, but I guess not. Big slide. Definitely have less grip this time around. I think we should do a pit stop early. And then try to pass on track. I have a feeling lap 4 is going to be pretty hard on these tires. Hello, Happy New Year. I can't pronounce your name, but Happy New Year 2022. Looks like 3 other people are diving into the pits. They have the same idea as me. RX-7, S2000, and Altezza. The S2000 is like the epitome of pain in this series because it's fast. It's up there with the front runners, but because of its tires, it always comes in last. Heard it so much in this series. You might be able to make some gains in test scores, but yeah, that season 2 is just too good. Just getting some heat in these tires, don't worry. Already made the front green within 30 seconds. We are not a dead channel. Absolutely not. How do you know? Because I'm still alive. Sorry, I can't be Allier or Markiplier. Alright, last lap. With fresh tires. Well, that's a Spinella. Here we go. Alright, so never mind, your fast lap room is in 1 quarter. But that's okay. Yeah, I saw we were only going 175. Done the final straights. Let's go. Another dub. In the back. Looks like the field's a lot closer behind the time Cairo. S2000's holding P4? You know what? Good for it. Good for it. Season 2 is going to survive for another P2. Just because of tires alone. But yeah, S2000's still hanging out in last. They made some points gains on this race, but there you go. Alright, 25 grand in the bag. I'm not gonna say. Alright, so here's test scores. Let's get in the workshop a bit. So first up, we're putting on the supers, so we can, make it to the end without any issues. Someone remember 7491. I'll just write it down. Just to remember the downforce. So dropping all the downforce. And I'm not going to do anything in the gear ratio. Let's do the qualifying and see where it's at. Holy crap, 230 before it hits the rev limiter? Wow. Okay, we're fine. We don't need to upgrade anymore. Don't need to worry about the gears. 5 laps. I did not realize it would be that far into the rev limiter. We never even hit it on the rocket ship. Man, look at this. We're going to absolutely blaze the competition. Ew. not even a question. We probably could have won this race stock, but you know what? Now we're going fast. And it's test course, so you kind of want to blaze through it. I don't have my rubber band trick. I'm actually just holding down on the throttle. Should I rubber band? So I try to fix a rubber band on the R2, or should I just hold for the next 10 minutes? Got my rubber band here. You know, I am going to try it. Let's see. So I got my rubber band. Does that hold all the way? Oh, yes. There we go, boys. Now I can actually hold this like a regular controller and drive normally. No brakes on this train. That's crazy. This thing gets with slipstream at least a 20-mile-an-hour boost. I think you probably do 240 or 250 with the slipstream and the gear ratio you put on the stage 2 NA. Yeah, this will be 10 minutes for this race. It'll be a while. Hold on R2. Let's give my arm a bit of a rest. And let's just chat. See you, GamesX. Thanks for tuning in. The thing is with like these race cars, I can't do the same thing I did with the Tuscan race since some cars are just going to have a little bit of variability in top speed. It won't be as close as the Tuscan, and so you kind of see the field's already sort of spreading out. But that being said, you can't really even have a super close battle. You just need to tune it to have the right top speed, because naturally, the faster car will win. You spread it out over like 40 miles or however long this race is. And maybe the S2000 finally gets its glory on this race. It doesn't need to pit. I don't think they'll pit on test goes, considering this track's pretty safe on tires. How was your guys' week? Why are there so many test course races? Here's the thing, cars don't even rubber band top speed. There are so many test course races because, well, GT decided to do that. But yes, it does seem that there's just more test course races than there needs to be in this game, and there's the underrepresentation of some other tracks. It's a good, like, test, like, top speed kind of course. Like, I would understand putting this race in, like, the race of Turbo Sports, or, you know, the, Like the Wind, obviously. Something where you can show off top speed. But, like, do they really need us to do 5 laps or 10 laps of this? Like, the Vitz race, that was for, obviously, for Evil. Don't know why they threw it in Tuscan, don't know why they throw it in something like the All-Japan GT Championship. There is no NASCAR-like touring car race. And yes, this track is the most boring track. It's iconic, got a big long straight, but GT Sport has a much bigger straight in special stage redux. So, this track's pretty irrelevant. It's kind of boring. The week is alright? Cool. But yeah, sometimes this is pretty boring. We're just driving in a straight line alone with nobody. But you know, what's weird is like that Tuscan race, that was really fun. That was so fun. Because we were evenly matched. Any high hopes for Aston Martin? You know, it's tricky. Like, I mean, I had a feeling that they wouldn't, you know, be title contenders even this year. I don't think they will be at all, though, because, you know, since, like, halfway through the season, they can't really explain their struggles. They're sort of like Williams and Haas in the previous years, where they don't fully know why they're slow. And the thing is, you look at Alpine, you look at McLaren and Ferrari, who are midfield teams right now, they look like they have plans. You know, they have their sponsors lined up. Ferrari sorted out their engine, Alpine sorted out their driver lineup. McLaren has the Mercedes engine now, and they're poaching the right staff. Like, McLaren got Andreas Seidel. Alpine is very likely to poach Otmar. Not that I think Otmar is a good team principal. I actually kind of disappointed in him overall. Don't know how much he'd help Alpine. But, you know, you have the right people in the right places. And then, of course, the driver lineups are there. I think Seb is fine to be on a, you know, winning tier team, but I don't think anybody's still convinced about Lance Stroll being up there, competing with Alonso or Norris or McLaren Sainz. Stroll's not that caliber driver. So if Aston Martin suddenly turned up with a championship-capable car, I still feel like they would not win. Not that I don't believe in Seb, but I don't believe in Aston Martin. Which sucks, because I wish he finished his career at like Red Bull or a team that's like, you know, better for him. Aston Martin also seems to want to kick him out after even half a year, which doesn't sound right. They just look like a mess of a team, and they're trying to do quick fixes over everything. Considering they fired Perez after how many years of service, you know, shows exactly what kind of staff they're dealing with. I still feel like a Vettel-Perez lineup would have been great. That would have been a great pairing. Checo obviously got the better end of the deal since he gets to drive for Red Bull. The Altezza pitted? Wow, that just guaranteed last place. FTO is actually leading the group. But yeah, see how spread out the field is now? It would be pretty boring races if I tried to match somebody's top speed. Yes, I think Car Magazine reported that Audi and Porsche are coming to F1. Engine manufacturer sort of deal, which I think that's the first year of like the new regulations. Like, you know how we have 2022 reg coming up, we have like another engine thing coming up in 26, and that's when Audi and Porsche might join. Hopefully we see like actual commitment. Here's the thing though, it's cool that we have more engine manufacturers, but honestly, like, we need more teams. Alright, coming up at the end. Test course. Yeah, we're pretty far spread out. There's one car that's really close to another one. I think it's the third and fourth battle. S2000 and CZ2. Yeah, look, they're swapping third and fourth constantly. RX-7, Altezza, paint time. All of a sudden the S2000's gaining 4 points. See, they're swapping all the time. But yes, now the S2000 is actually grabbing 5th place. I'm actually rooting for him. So, here we go. Alright, see you F8, thanks for stopping by. I mean, that was a fun display of speed. Now we gotta put it back. And it's not a Stage 2 Turbo, it's a Stage 2 NA. By the way, I just saw your message, Desert Raid. Alright. Let's put our upgrades back to where they used to be. that was Route 11. $74.91. I think that was all we did to upgrades. We actually lost a little bit of horsepower. We had 653 before test course, now we're at 651. Good old oil. 7 laps or 5? It's 5. Still I'm gonna run with the slicks. Because this track's a bit longer. Double overtaker on the outside. Spun around. You're not too late, Darkman. We have still 2 races left in the series. Then I'm also going to be nothing professional after this. Bumping the first part of that chicane. Saved it. That was almost a spin out. Yeah, you're just not programmed well for this track. Let's keep getting bumped. Brakes are very different from the LM cars. You gotta be careful on the throttle. But then I just get bumped. Dude, what are you doing cutting like that? Hey, I just don't know how to drive. Straight up. Alright, well, we cleared the outside zone for now. Probably gonna bump me on the first turn though. A little close there. Shocked he didn't just ram me full stop. S2000's actually leading here. He's got the pace, he just doesn't have the tires. Thanks, R7 keep bumping. If you send it too deep, pick their places, just like that. Switch back. Alright. Finally made it out of this mess. Now we're pretty much controlling the race. wasn't looking, guys. I was trying to read, see if chat popped up, and I just kind of slammed the inside of that turn. Now I'm batting third. I don't think you need to pit on this race. I'm just gonna keep going. And the S2000 pits for eternal pain. So the FTO and the CZ2 just hang out in the back. They're the slowest of the bunch, and yet they always come up on top because they never pit. Which goes to show that tire strategy is really overpowered in this game. The difference in the compounds actually is just not that much. There is grip differences, but like mediums only last a few laps. You do the super softs, you can't even get one lap out of them unless you really protect the tires. Like if you go in a Scudo, which is notoriously bad on its tires, super softs just will not last one lap even. You're out lap. You literally pit every single lap. It sucks because like that's the only way to actually control the Escudo. At least these races are a bit shorter. I'm so used to the 10 lap races that by the time I'm settled in it's already over, which you know it's kind of nice. I can use these, you know, new change the scenery for a change. Alright, last lap. Almost hit the wall again, had to correct. I think the arc is actually going to pop up in last because it just pitted so late. Also passing in this track for an AI is pretty hard. I only see 5 dots on track, which means someone's really close. Yep. Coming out of that beat chicane area. Half chicane. That's race 6 done. We're only an hour in. This is a relatively short championship, considering what we've done in like the last 20 seconds. S2000 is actually pulling up for third, and you know what? He's actually coming up towards the ZZ2 for second. I'm actually rooting for this S2000. I hope he pulls off this overtake. I really hope so. Let's see, is he gonna do it? I think he's going for it. I'm actually gonna stay in this stream because I'm genuinely interested. Does the S2000 pull it off? I'm rooting for him. He's got the fresher tires. He's got the straight line speed. Yep, he does it. He gets it done literally in the last straight. Bring it home. S2000. 40, literally split by 1/10 of a second there. Wow, that's racing that we don't even get to see. It's making a comeback. 6 points on the board. Where does the standings put that? 15 points for the S2000. You know, it's something. Anyway, ZZ2. Dominantly holding second place. I think that's secured second. The FTO in third. So it's the tire boys that are actually like holding up. So there you go. Hopefully somebody got some entertainment out of that. Alright, last race. So here's our number 7 race, 7 laps. So here's the question. It's Grand Valley, which is notoriously like long. Probably gonna need pit. So should we slap on mediums and just have a good time? So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do. Let's slap on mediums, just because we have dominated this series so much, so if we lose this race, oh well. Let's do it. Give us a bit of a challenge. We might be able to 1-stop, we might even 2-stop, let's see. We are definitely going to stop in this race though. And also the 7 laps gives the people who have, you know, better tire stand more of a challenge, and it gives people who hit earlier an actual objective. People who pit on that 4 are going to be the real kings here. So like the RX-7, I bet. The Altezza just absolutely sense it there. He's ended up in second. AI lines, man. Look at it. Altezza's going off the track, man. Does not know how to drive. That's 2000 Brenton. Way too much. It's weird because it's like one of the fastest cars. Yeah, it takes that one full throttle. I think that's because of rubber banding though. Hey Dark Shark, how you doing? And off we go. And we gotta figure out how our tires are gonna handle. I'm doing alright. Yeah, kind of quietly. Probably 4-cylinder beat a huge 12-cylinder. You could have downforce and weight, which is, you know, something this car has. Like when they had the Lamborghini Diablo and JGTC in real life. It's like, what's a Diablo doing there? Just woke up. Okay. Warm up to some Zan. I think besides an endurance, this might be the only time to use this car. Lap 3. Tires are yellow. We tried a 2-step. Let's see what anybody pits on lap 2. I don't think anybody will pit on 2. Oh, never mind. The Altezza. Of course the Altezza pits. That's going to be a guaranteed last place pretty much if he has to pit 3 times. The Giga Chad 3-stop strategy in a 7-lap race. Literally like an outlap, in lap, outlet, in lap. He never gets a full lap in. Ironically, his first lap's probably going to be his fastest lap. The Altezza pits, that means the S2000 is going to pit on this lap. Probably the RX-7, I had to wager. I mean, on mine it looks like we can one-stop. I can make these tires last one more lap. They feel fine still. I know the front right looks like it's starting to change to a little hint of orange, but it's more like a solid yellow. Here's the $1,000,000 question. Anybody who stays out on this lap will get second place, pretty much. Oh yeah, the Pirates in Gran Turismo 6 and Sport. This is not really like celebrated that much. Both the S2000 and the RX-7 pit, and predictably, the ZZ2 and the RX-7 do not. But they are coming out right behind. Or no, never mind, that guy just stopped. So they're going to come out right where the Altezza is, but since the Altezza is going to pit in extra time, he's kind of out of the equation. Yeah, if the RX-7 and S2000 are 2-stopping, then it should be an easy win for the Tommy Cairo. Alright, let's bring her in. Last pit stop of this series. Trigger, you need to vent. Have you heard of the game Among Us? Car rotate. fresh softs. Yep, there goes in the outsides again. Yeah, the car is also a GT6. Try not to use auto acceleration. It's so much more fun when you like control more of your car. Like honestly, no assists and manual transmission. It's like, you know, the ultimate driving technique. And I know technically, yeah, you can get a wheel to get yourself even closer, but you know, as long as you're able to control the car, you can have fun. Squid's game. Uncle Ben, what happened? Squid Games. Honestly, the grip of the RX-7 and the S2000 are not catching up as fast as you would like to see. Like if both pitted, they come out like right here. Let's see, I'm at 5 if anybody blinks from the front too. Looks like no takers. And S2000 are going a bit longer. I wonder if they can no-stop this race. Like Okan in Hungary, or in Turkey. GT6, I mean, Fire is like any other supercar. It's got a pretty high top speed. It's like you saw it in like the Like the Wind series and you know, anything with high top speed. So it competes with like the Veyron and stuff, but you know, it's not really used that much because it's not, in GT Sport it's not a race car. And GT6 is just, you know, a supercar. Which there's a bunch of supercars that got forgotten. Remember the Ferrari FXX in GT6? Like that's the only game that car's been in. It's weird because that thing was mega fast, but like it's pretty well forgotten. Anyway, 1 lap to go. Down in New Zealand. Okay, if it's added to GT7, they can confirm a location. No heroics into the Tiger. So you named it Kiwi Beak. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Yeah, I thought Dry Mountain was supposed to be in the UK. Like, it was confirmed to be UK in other games, and now all of a sudden it's in America. Wow. Thanks for subbing. I forgot I have sub alerts on still. So, wait. RX-7 pitted, the S2000 pitted. I think one more car pitted. I think FTO. And pay attention. Yeah, these ZZ2 staying out. You know what? Actually, never mind. I think there is a FTO behind Kamikaira. Yeah, the Alphas came for its last stop. So they no-stop. The FTO and the ZZ2 did a no-stop race. I think if we would have done the Super Slicks, we would have just barely lapped the Altezza. Anyway, that was the Dream Car Championship. I actually could not get a faster lap on this new set, but whatever. That was a clean sweep. Yeah, Z2 and FTO reign supreme over tire choice. That means I think the Z2 then takes the win in the midfield, I guess. Second place. Okay, let's look at the final standings then. Yeah, the two tire boys come out in second and third. Which, yeah, the FTO's kind of been nowhere in this series, and somehow it's come out in third, just from tires alone. RX-7 gets fourth, S2000 gets fifth, and actually pretty close to the RX-7. Altezza in pain in 13th. Just shows that soft tires are not the way to go. Prize time. That's it, 12-minute race there. There you go. Yeah, 150 grand. You know, that's pretty good money considering it's only 7 races. We are definitely getting into Jeff Bezos territory here. Alright, prize car. What's it gonna be? It's gonna have a wing. I'll take it. Mitsubishi FTO LM. I will 100% take that. And look at that. Simulation mode, amateur. That's a Viper. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright guys, get your guitars out, because it's time. I think in the video I'll cut it out, but yeah. This game rocks. Here we go, all gold trophies. And I think we have all golded Amateur League too. I'm just gonna do a quick scan. Yes. Cool. We go to our garage, we got ourselves FTO LM race car in red, which is cool. Those wheels though. Wait, have I been driving everything with red wheels? No, okay. Got scared for a second. Okay, so here's our Viper, Team Orca. Yeah, this is another main car of this game. We might use it at some point. Pretty fast. Anyway, that is 79%. Still so much to go in this game, but that's the end of this segment.